A giant tree stands tall in a quiet forest. Its thick trunk rises above the smaller plants and trees nearby. Beneath the ground, a hidden network of roots and thin threads connects the giant tree to its tiny neighbor. The giant tree sends help through this secret network, sharing water and nutrients with its tiny neighbor. But why would a tree do that? Let's find out. Under the soft crunch of leaves and roots, a secret world is wide awake. Deep in the forest, something is happening that most people never notice. It feels peaceful, but there's a hidden buzz right under your feet. Trees are passing messages without a single sound. That's right. Trees have their very own way of sharing news and helping their neighbors, even though they don't have voices or ears like us. Under the ground, tree roots reach out and touch super thin threads made by friendly fungi. These tiny threads are much thinner than a strand of hair and stretch for miles, linking tree after tree. Scientists call this giant underground network the Wood Wide Web. It works kind of like the internet, but instead of computers sending emails, it's trees sharing news and supplies. Through this hidden web, a tall pine can send water or sugar to a smaller tree that's having a tough time. It's a bit like friends at school sharing their snacks when someone forgets lunch. Sometimes, one tree connects with dozens of others, turning the whole forest into a team. Here's the cool part. These fungi threads don't just help trees talk, they also help them share food and water when it really matters. But the Wood Wide Web isn't just for sharing food, it also lets trees warn each other about danger. Let's say a hungry bug starts chomping on one tree's leaves. That tree can send a chemical warning through its roots and the underground network. It's a bit like shouting, "Look out!" during a game of tag at recess. Other trees pick up the signal and get ready by making their own leaves taste nasty to bugs. But trees don't only whisper underground. Some trees send warning smells into the air, almost like sending a message by blowing a whistle. Even trees that aren't linked by roots can catch the scent and start defending themselves. Sometimes animals pick up those smells too, and they know there's trouble in the forest. Working together helps the whole forest stay strong, but what happens after a big storm? Or when a tree is hurt? Some trees are like the wise grandparents of the forest. Scientists call them mother trees. These trees have more underground connections than any others, almost like team captains with lots of friends. When a young tree gets knocked over or loses branches, the mother tree can sense it through the underground web. She sends extra water and food through the roots to help the smaller tree recover. It's a bit like when someone shares their lunch with you after you drop yours on the playground. Mother trees keep the whole forest healthy by sharing what they have. During tough times like a long dry summer, these trees make sure the youngest and weakest still get what they need. Here's something wild. A single mother tree might help dozens of younger trees at once. That's teamwork on a giant scale. So, next time you walk through the woods, remember, there's a secret world of helping and sharing happening right below your feet, even if you can't see a thing. Trees have their own secret ways to send messages, share snacks, and help each other out. They might not talk like people, but forests are full of surprises we're only starting to discover. Today, you learned that trees work together, warn each other, and even take care of their families. There's a hidden network under every forest that keeps things alive and growing. See you next time for another adventure